SVI Media once again at Star Valley Medical Center, and I'm standing with Terry Lemon in front of the CT scanner. Terry is the radiology director at Star Valley Medical Center. And Terry, this is an impressive scanner, and it's been at the medical center for a full year now, and I bet that this has been put to use and has been well worth every penny, correct?
We're really happy to have this scanner. You know, our old scanner served us really well for about 9 years, and then it started to have some mechanical problems and had difficult to repair, and so the time came to replace it, and we were able to find this scanner, which is a very robust, fast scanner capable of all kinds of trauma protocols and even heart imaging, things we couldn't do before very well. So we're really excited to have this machine here.
So tell us what it's been doing for the past year, and then also tell us about some of the new things you're going to be able to start doing with it that you haven't been able to utilize yet.
So, you know, this scanner has done everything we've asked of it. You know, when patients come through the emergency room, oftentimes, like after car wrecks, falls, things like that, CAT scan is one of the first things we do because it's very quick. It's a very fast way to get very high resolution images so the doctor knows exactly what to do, how that patient needs to be treated. And so CAT scan also can find kidney stones, we can find the cause of abdominal problems, do lots of things around the head for headaches. We can even do orthopedic things with this scanner. And so CAT scan is used a lot in the diagnosis, and the doctors really appreciate the high resolution images that this good scanner can give them.
Now, I understand, Terry, that you're going to be in the process soon of doing some training for everybody that's going to be using this CAT scan. So you mentioned all those things that you have been using it for, and now there's going to be more options available for the CT scanner to be used.
We're really excited about that because in the middle of February, we're going to have the vendor come out, and he's going to be training our staff up on how to do cardiac work. And this scanner is capable of really robust, good cardiac imaging. We've not been able to do that in the past with our old scanner. It just didn't have the capacity to do that. And in fact, in most critical access hospitals or small rural hospitals, you just don't find scanners that have that capability. So this is really a big city type procedure that you would find at large hospitals. We're going to be able to do that here. We want to train up our staff so that our images are absolutely comparable to those that they would get if they were at University of Utah or any of the big places that do this. And that requires a lot of training on our people to learn the anatomy of the heart, the function of the heart, the best way to image it. And this scanner is so smart. We hook EKG leads up to people, and the scanner will only take pictures while the heart is resting. During that fraction of a second the heart is resting and motionless, it takes the picture, then it puts a stack of those pictures together, and we can measure how much plaque is in the arteries. We can measure if there's blockages in the coronary arteries. Really, really great stuff.
Terry, as you described that, I can't help but think about maybe when you first started to get into the medical field and the advancements in technology. Compare this scanner to maybe the first one you used, and kind of give us a definition and describe to us the advancements in this process.
So, you know, I've been doing this 30 years, and when these CT scanners came out in the early 70s, you know, it would take 30 minutes or so to get an image, and it was all pixely and grainy, and it was just really an awful image, but we thought they were pretty great at the time. Now these images, they're less than a millimeter thick in some cases. We can see high detail, and we can, for example, if a person is in a bad car wreck and they have multiple injuries, we can scan their head and their neck and their chest and their abdomen, their pelvis in less than a minute or so, and get hundreds and hundreds of pictures in a very short time. Each time this scanner makes one circle around the patient, it's taking 128 different slice pictures. Previously, every time it went around the patient one time, it only took 16 pictures. So 128 versus 16, much faster, and the resolution is 3 or 4 times higher than the old scanner. So super stuff.
Talking with Terry about the CT scanner at Star Valley Medical Center. Terry, anything else about this machine you'd like to mention today?
So, you know, for patients who have had chest pain, who have had heart attacks, who have shortness of breath when they exert. It's a good idea to go visit your doctor. Make sure the doctor is aware of all your current issues related to that sort of condition. You may be a candidate for a heart scan here, where we could look at those coronary arteries and we could see if there's blockages there, and we could, in some cases, if we identify those early, they can get those resolved before the person ends up having their heart attack. And so it's a really important thing that our doctors will really appreciate and use. And it may be in the future that in the emergency room, some of the larger cities, when a person comes into the emergency room and has chest pain, they bring them straight in and do one of these cardiac scans, because it shows them whether there's blockages and things. It may not be mainstream in small town hospitals for a while, because you need a cardiologist involved and all that, but it's heading that way, and we're just really excited to provide the service to our local people.
Terry Lemon at Star Valley Medical Center with SVI Media.